Hey, what's going on, y'all? Knowledge Speaks Truth coming at you. This is an album review on Nas's Life is Good album. I just got done listening to the full album. This is a really great album. It's probably one of the best albums I've heard since probably Big Crit. I did a album review on that. Well, actually, that was a mixtape, but this is a real good album. It's got a lot of creativity in it. It's a lot of storytelling. It's a raw hip hop album. But then I like how he got the joints on there that the ladies can relate to too. So it's definitely worth the money. Some of my favorite joints on there I would say is I like A Queen Story. For y'all that don't know, I was born in Queens and I moved out here when I was about 12 years old, to LA. So, I have a big attachment to New York. That's where a lot of my family's originated from. So, I got a lot of love for Queens. Summer of Smash, that's a good track. That's one of the first tracks I've heard from Swiss Beats in a while that I actually like, because he been coming out with a lot of bullshit, stuff that just kind of sound the same, or he trying to work the radio too much and it hasn't sound that good. But that record there sounded real good. It's another record with Anthony Hamilton. It's called Worlds in Addiction. That's a great record. Lyricism is on point on there. It's got a lot of soul. That's one of my favorite records on there. He had one on there with Amy Winehouse called Cherry Wine. That's a great record. You got a produced track that I guess Heavy D had gave to him called A Don. That's another good record. I mean, this whole album 1 to 18 is just great. It's probably the best album we're going to hear for the rest of this year. I know a lot of people was talking about, whether this album will be as good as, Watch the Throne and all that. And to me, it is. Watch the Throne was more commercialized, and they had good tracks on there, but it's not like this album. And I like how he kept it hip hop. He don't have any tracks on there where he's trying to market, to middle class white kids or the club. And no disrespecting none of y'all white people out there. I'm just saying, this is the way the game is going. I work in the music industry, so I know the way albums are put together, and certain tracks that the record company will make artists make, to put out to the public. So, he kept it real hip hop. It's got lyricism on there. It's got creativity. It's got soul. It's got passion. He's got a track on there, where he was talking about Khalees and their whole relationship, with them getting married and then divorced and everything. It's called Bye Baby. Y'all check that out. That's a great record. I do have a link to the actual album. The album doesn't come out till the 17th, but I got an actual link. I'm not gonna give it out to everybody though. If you subscribe to me, or you push that sub button, hit me up in the inbox like, yo, I subscribe to you, boom, I'll give you the link. But that's pretty much how that's gonna go. Or you can just wait until the 17th, or wait till you scramble up $10-15 and buy the album, which you should anyway, because it's worth the money. But that's it. Y'all subscribe, y'all comment, let me know what y'all feel about the album if you have heard it. Let me know what your expectations on the album if you haven't heard it, or will you go out to buy it. That's it. I'm out, y'all. Peace.